Counting on alum, Jinger Duggar has been documenting every moment of her life as a mother to 3 kids. She welcomed her third child, Finnegan Charles, on March 29, 2025. Families and friends of the married couple celebrated the arrival of baby Finnegan. Michelle even flew to California to welcome her newest grandson in the hospital. But despite all the celebrations, Jinger recently opened up about her struggles. Keep reading to see what it was counting on. Jinger Duggar talks about baby boy's name. Jinger recently uploaded a vlog where she talked about her baby boy's name. According to the Counting on Alum, the name Finnegan was suggested by her husband, and she immediately liked it, adding, "Once he mentioned it, I was like, oh, I love that name. It's so strong." They also continued the Vullo family's tradition of putting Charles in the name of future generations. Jeremy's father and brother both have Charles in their name. Jinger opens up about major decision amid postpartum depression. Jinger Duggar recently uploaded a new podcast with Jeremy. The Counting on Alums talked about many things revolving around pregnancy in the Duggar family. Moments later, Jinger opened up about how her previous postpartum depression made her reconsider nursing baby Finnegan. According to Jinger, Evangeline and Finnegan have a 4-year age gap because she wasn't ready. She then explained that her postpartum with Evangeline was hard, saying, "Once I think I was about 14 months or so, I was still nursing, and it was something I just felt. I was in a dark hole and I didn't know what to do." Jinger revealed that several family members told her to stop nursing Evangeline when they noticed her several battles against postpartum depression. She continued, "When I did, I just felt like I came out of this dark cloud that I've been in for so long." Jeremy agreed and said that things quickly shifted into a positive direction when she stopped nursing for Evangeline. Regardless, Jinger clarified that she still wanted to nurse baby Finnegan, but she'd do pumping if necessary. She said, "If I need to pump instead, and that's just what I have to do to not go back into that postpartum depression, then that might be what I need to do." Counting on. Jinger Duggar reveals Michelle is still with her. Jinger Duggar also took to social media to share new updates with her mother, Michelle. According to the Counting on Alum, her mom is still with them in California today. She even shared a photo of Michelle, who previously left many fans in awe due to her glowing look. Some even said that Michelle was aging backwards. Jinger also revealed that Michelle has been helping her recover, adding that they couldn't do it without her. Jinger also confirmed in another post that she got induced at 40 weeks, and it was the best birth experience she'd had. In a world where social media thrives on filters and picture-perfect moments, Jinger Duggar has chosen a different path. Amid the challenges of postpartum depression, she emerges with vulnerability, honesty, and the hope of connecting with others facing similar struggles. Joining the narrative of motherhood intertwined with mental health, Jinger's story becomes a beacon for those navigating the storm of emotional challenges after childbirth. A new chapter. Jinger, a familiar face from the renowned Duggar family, has lived much of her life in the public eye. Her journey into motherhood began with the birth of her daughter, Felicity, and, more recently, the arrival of her second child, a daughter named Evangeline. While these milestones are celebrated on social media with adorable photos and joyous captions, Jinger's experience has been multifaceted, beyond the smiles and the seemingly perfect moments. In her candid discussion about postpartum depression, she reflects on the societal pressures to portray motherhood as an unending joyride. "It's like everyone expects you to shine all the time," she wrote in her latest blog entry. But what if you're feeling the exact opposite? What if you're struggling just to get out of bed? The weight of expectations. As a member of the Duggar family, Jinger grew up under the glare of public scrutiny. The family's reality show showcased a life of strict values, a busy household, and an ever-growing family. While many admired their unity and faith, Jinger often felt the heavy weight of expectation. Now, as a mother, she grapples with her identity amid these pressures. The dichotomy is stark: a loving family and supportive upbringing on one side, and a relentless societal narrative of the ideal mother on the other. In her blog post, she candidly admitted, "I fought against the feeling of failure daily, especially during the moments when I couldn't connect with my babies as deeply as I wanted to. I felt like I was supposed to be this perfect mother, but those dark clouds hovered over me." Seeking help. Recognizing the signs of postpartum depression was a turning point for Jinger. She shares a heartfelt story about the moment she realized she needed help. "There was a day when I was sitting on the floor of my living room, surrounded by toys, and it hit me that I hadn't smiled in days," she recounted. I felt numb, almost like I was watching my life rather than living it. Jinger chose to prioritize her mental health, seeking therapy and surrounding herself with supportive friends and family. They say it takes a village to raise a child, she reflects, but it also takes that village to lift you up when you're struggling. I learned that leaning on others doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're human. The major decision. In her journey toward healing, Jinger made a significant decision: to step back from the public spotlight temporarily. This choice was not easy, considering her family's media presence and the expectations that came with it. It felt scary and liberating all at once, she admits. I knew I needed to focus on my mental health and my family, but I also worried about how others would perceive my choice. Despite her fears, the decision has given her the space to reconnect with herself and her children. Jinger began to explore new hobbies, practices, and routines that emphasized self-care and self-compassion. From journaling to quiet moments of reflection, she actively prioritized her well-being. This time allowed me to rediscover parts of myself that I had neglected. I started journaling again, and it felt like an old friend, she exclaims. Putting pen to paper became a solace. It was a safe space to express my feelings without judgment. Fostering connections. Jinger has also utilized this time to strengthen connections with her loved ones. Amid her struggles, she found solace in shared experiences with other mothers. I joined a support group for postpartum mothers, and it felt like a breath of fresh air, she explains. Hearing other moms share their stories made me realize I wasn't alone. We were all navigating this challenging terrain together. This newfound support network has not only bolstered her own spirits, but inspired Jinger to be more vocal about her journey in hopes of helping others. I want other mothers to know that it's okay to not have it all figured out, she reflects. There is strength in vulnerability, and by sharing our stories, we can create a supportive environment for others to feel seen and heard. Navigating challenges. Despite the progress Jinger has made, she acknowledges that the journey is ongoing. Postpartum depression may ebb and flow, challenging her on unpredictable days. There are still moments when I feel overwhelmed, and that's okay, she shares. It doesn't mean I'm weak. It simply means I'm human. Jinger emphasizes the importance of self-compassion, reminding herself to be gentle when moments of anxiety arise. I've learned to give myself grace. If I have a rough day, I remind myself that it doesn't define who I am as a mother, she explains. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, learn, and heal. Family dynamics. Jinger's journey also extends to her family dynamics. Her husband, Jeremy Vullo, has been a supportive partner throughout her struggles, advocating for open communication and emotional honesty. Jeremy has been my rock, she says, her eyes lighting up when she speaks of him. He encourages me to express my feelings and reminds me that I don't have to shoulder everything alone. Together, they work to create an environment that fosters emotional openness for their children. We want our daughters to grow up understanding that it's important to talk about feelings, to seek help when needed, and to prioritize mental health, Jinger asserts. I hope to instill in them the strength to face challenges head-on and the courage to ask for support. A message of hope. In the wake of her journey, Jinger Duggar's message is one of hope and resilience. She aims to debunk the myth of the flawless mother and replace it with a narrative of authenticity. Motherhood is beautiful, but it's also messy and complicated, she notes. It's okay to feel lost, and it's okay to reach out for help. As she continues to navigate her experience, Jinger aims to create a platform for open dialogue about mental health. I want to be a voice for those who might be silent, she asserts. Together, we can change the narrative, break the stigmas, and support one another through storms of sadness and moments of joy. Empowering others. Jinger's evolution into a mental health advocate has led her to explore various avenues of support. From social media posts to speaking engagements, she shares her experiences with the hope of empowering others. I've realized that through my story, I can inspire others to seek help and know they are not alone, she articulates. During a recent live event, she candidly shared her story with an audience of mothers, discussing the intricacies of mental health, motherhood, and breaking societal norms. Standing on that stage, I felt vulnerable yet empowered, she recounts. Seeing other mothers nodding along, sharing in my struggles, made me realize that we're all in this together. Jinger aims to create safe spaces where mothers can gather, share their stories, and support one another. I envision support groups and workshops where we can learn, heal, and grow together, she explains. This journey has taught me that when we join hands, we can weather any storm. Conclusion: a journey of healing. Jinger Duggar's narrative is one of resilience, hope, and the transformative power of connection. Through her struggles with postpartum depression, she has emerged as a voice advocating for mental health awareness and the significance of vulnerability in motherhood. As she continues to navigate her journey, Jinger exudes authenticity, a refreshing reminder that imperfection is part of the human experience. By openly sharing her struggles, she encourages others to break free from the stigma surrounding mental health and embrace their reality. In a world that often demands perfection, Jinger Duggar stands firm in her belief. It's okay to embrace the messy, the uncertain, and the real. Her courage to prioritize mental health and seek support sets an inspiring example for countless others, illuminating the path toward self-acceptance, empowerment, and healing. As she concludes her blog post, Jinger invites her readers to join her in the conversation. Together, let's create a world where we lift each other up, celebrate our authentic selves, and show that we're stronger together. You are not alone. In sharing her reflections, Jinger's voice resonates through the cacophony of social media, urging others to step into their truth, acknowledge their struggles, and interact with the complexities of life with compassion and understanding.